What is up, brother?
Good evening. How you doing,
We
buddy?
are here for episode number 2, the Mad
dose.
Chatter. We have both hosts, hosts.
Look, I'm
Here's
awake,
Brian.
everybody. Oh, Mr. Nash is in the house.
Oh, Mr.
How you doing,
Nash.
brother?
Yeah, good seeing him.
Yo, I think we're gonna have a good time tonight. What do you think?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
I'd like to think so.
I added the ticker at the bottom because I can almost guarantee this is going off the rails.
Yeah, it's gonna. We already know it.
Early, and it's going to stay off the rails.
Yeah.
So this is going to be this. I think this episode will be entitled "Get Off My Lawn," or
And honest to God,
kids or
all
something.
you guys watching right now, I don't know how many we have watching, but this is the truth. Okay, these are my views and Jelly's views. Okay,
Don't lump me in with you,
right?
Mm-mm.
No, okay. So I have my
kidding.
personal views, and Jelly has his personal views, right? And that's what we share, right? That's what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about what we want to talk about. That's the fun part of this show, right? We had to talk about comics and everything else. We are a part of MadHouse, but we do not speak for MadHouse.
We do not represent them as a whole.
Absolutely not. And our personal views are not the views of MadHouse. They're our personal views. So nobody hold anything we might say while we're a little inebriated at different times during this show and take that as the as the view of the MadHouse as a whole, because we've got some beatniks on the channel too. Just being honest.
Right. Saki it to me. Here we go. What do you want to talk about? Anything that came out this week that you're excited about?
Honest to God, the thing I am most excited about, comic-wise, is we are now into Volume 4 of Kanto, just released, Tales of the Untamed World.
Oh, you know what I did not see?
Huh.
That I'm just noticing right now? The Aquaman Fabio cover.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Meow.
I need to edit my name because you all are not going to be paying me.
Well, you never know.
Tonight.
Might pay you to shut up.
Right. They might too, but that's not what we... Oh, wait. There. Edit name. There we go. Now we got this right.
So you went to the shop today, correct?
Oh, God, dude. I could talk the entire hour and a half about the shop today.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie.
Did you hear anything about... Oh, David Reese. What's up, brother? Damaged books?
Yes.
Okay.
So my shop, my local shop that I frequent, right? So their DC for this week showed up today, which is normal. They still haven't received DCs from last week. And a third of their order of Marvel came in damaged.
Okay. Because are they diamond?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I went to get half the cover A's for Marvel weren't available because they were damaged. So, oh, great. So it is a thing.
No, that's like for reals. Like, I don't know if everybody else is having issues with DC like they are, but he, like, on a regular, it might be a week late, it might be 2 days early, and right now he's like coming up on like a week and a half late. It's kind of funny
for last week's books.
Yeah,
that's weird. Wait, last week was the Black Adam books. Ooh,
exactly.
Boy. Be hot about that one. So anything that came out this week that you were digging on when you were at the shop?
So I got my Kanto Of course, I got my new She-Hulk because
Yeah.
I'm still reading the She-Hulk.
I thank God that they keep doing those covers,
Yes.
like the old, like the last series.
I enjoy them.
I like it. I think that's why the Silver Surfer Rebirth hit me so good.
I have not yet. Jelly, J1, chat fam. Tate time.
Tater tot.
Oh yeah, Star Wars. We're all after this at my LCS. Yeah, yeah, dude. Honest to God, I truly, and this is the honest truth. Like, I got my two that I got my Kanto and I got my She-Hulk, and I did not do like I normally do, which is thumb through all of the new books that come through.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because there was this giant, massive collection that I was actually helping sort, and drool. Like, and it was a magazine collection.
Ooh,
hardly any comics, right? Almost all magazines. I mean, you're talking Eerie magazine, Vampirella magazine, Mad magazine. What's the Marvel previews magazine? I mean, oh my God, dude, so much amazing. So I'm getting the first appearance of Star-Lord, the Bizarre Comics number 4 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And dude, it looks brand new.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's going to be my partial payment for helping sort everything and going through everything. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you charge a lot for work.
Oof. Dude, like all the Conans, the Red Sonjas, heavy metal, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. I used to love. So when I was a kid, I would go at the mall. I would go into Walden Books, and they'd have the heavy metals there.
Yeah,
and I'd look through them because they had boobs in them.
That's right. They had boobies. Sometimes they were metallic robot boobies.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm only having soda tonight, fellas, so I'm trying to be good.
I'm not. So, number 2 of 8 Billion Genies came out this week.
Dude.
Which we also heard this week that it was picked up by Amazon, I want to say.
Amazon? I can't remember who it was, but
I think it was either Hulu or Amazon. I think it's Amazon.
It's amazing, right? To think, right? A comic comes out.
Mm-hmm. One issue.
Before issue number 2 is even released, it's optioned, and they already have plans of actors that they want to play characters.
And they said it's going to be an 8 Billion Genies universe.
Yes.
So they're going hard in the paint with this.
Like they're doing this, like they're doing exactly like what Image was doing with the Radiant Black.
Yes.
I think the number 2 air will be worth money. Just so you know, I do.
Yeah, and if you can, I'm sure it's too late at this point, but I'm sure you can still get them for decent prices. Grab that.
Yeah, you can probably still pick them up for cover.
Yeah, I would go look at the big online retailers and see if they've got any back issues.
There are some amazing exclusives of number 1. The cover A and cover B of number 1 is okay, but there are some awesome exclusives out there for number 1.
I'm sure there's still
Mario Brothers homage. Like that one was my favorite. Super Mario Brothers homage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a blow me away one. That and what else got optioned? Something else just got picked up too, dude. That was kind of like caught me off the freaking rails.
Well, last week we talked about Hotel getting optioned.
Hotel is dark and twisted, and it's
what we kind of talked about. I thought it would be kind of like if they were going to serialize it, being kind of like Saw. along that vein. Yeah, something else got picked up. Oh, well, we know Ryan Gosling has signed on to be in the MCU.
Yes, that was a kind of a what the heck.
So that's kind of a surprise. They haven't announced what character he's going to play. Personally, I think it's probably going to be Nova.
Dude, he's got the look, the blonde pretty boy.
He'll be Richard Rider Nova. So I think, yeah, that'd be my guess.
What was the other one? There was one other one that got optioned in this last week or so.
I say besides Hotel, who signed on for a director and a writer, they got no cast or anything. Yeah, I can't think of anybody else that. Did they already pull the errors for number 2?
Oh, Green Hornet.
Green Hornet.
Yeah, they're doing another. They're doing a new Green Hornet.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, Green Hornet and Kato. They're. I'm hoping they bring them both back.
I heard that people were. I just read something that people were kind of sick of Seth Rogen,
and I don't know why. I find him funny.
I mean, it's juvenile, but I mean,
yeah,
so am I.
Dude, abso-freaking-lutely.
But I mean, Jet Li is Kato.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Spoiler. Stop listening for 10 seconds if you care. The Boys, Season 3, Episode 5, Seth Rogen's in it, and it had me laughing so hard I was in tears.
I read a synopsis about Season 3. I haven't started it yet because I was... what else came out with Season 3 that I just started? Oh, no, not The Boys. Wait.
Umbrella Academy.
Wait, I think I just watched the first episode of The Boys. I didn't even notice Seth Rogen, I don't think.
It's not in the first episode. He's only in one episode.
Okay.
He's in a cameo.
Okay, I was like,
he's in the Hero-gasm cameo.
Okay.
And if you haven't watched, right, there is, like, just like every episode of The Boys, they have that little warning, it's going to gratuitous violence or whatever, right? This one, for this episode, is, like, this long, and it talks about, like, sorry for all of this, guys, right?
So I also looked at Umbrella Academy, and it looks like they're doing the whole trans character thing.
Oh, they did
in Season 3. I haven't watched it yet. I mean, I had to assume it was coming when the actress was
when she
trans
came out that way.
Himself, or whichever way it goes.
I don't know.
He. No, because it's now Elliot.
This is he. This is he. This is she.
Oh, God.
It's okay. Dude, that's how. Dude, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this.
Wait. Okay.
How did? Oh yeah, please.
All right. Okay.
So, comics were always kind of the nerddom, right? They always kind of were of, like, the nerdy kids. I mean, honestly, I'm a nerd. I'm okay with that. I'm good. My nerddom found me amazing jobs, lots of money along the way. I'm intelligent and everything else, right? But that's like they kind of catered to the kids, like, at that point, right?
Yeah.
And now it seems like, whether it be DC or Marvel, I hate this word, but I'm going to use it, that comics are getting woke.
Well, there's most definitely an agenda.
Am I wrong?
That's being pushed. No, I don't think you're wrong. I mean, I'm sure people in the chat would agree with us. You know, it's oh, hey, Kenneth Bird.
Hey, Kenneth.
So now in the MCU, all the TV shows, I expect it. It's being made by Hollywood.
I completely understand the shows
Yeah.
and the movies. I really do. Why? It's mainstream media.
Yeah.
And so guys, I don't want this show to be political. I really don't. Okay, seriously, all we're doing is talking about our own personal feelings, right? If you guys want to ask me, and I'll tell you, I'm an independent. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I've been a registered independent for 22 years. I've always voted on who I thought was, the better person for the job. It's
Which
weird,
is
right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
I hate both parties equally. So,
but like that, it's like I expect it from mainstream media, right? I do.
mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Like,
you expect whatever the flavor of day, whatever the cause of whatever the popular in vogue
right,
cause is to be, pervasive in the media. I
dude. I
expect
guarantee
that.
you, if Wakanda Forever, right? If Wakanda Forever had came out 1 year prior, it probably would have had a BLM thing.
Probably.
I mean, honest to God,
But
if
that
it came
faded.
out a year prior, it probably would have had this a huge BLM movement in it.
Well, and that faded fast, didn't it?
Yeah.
That just goes to show you how quickly these people that just want to be so woke about everything and do the cause, they just dump one cause for the next one.
Yes.
Whatever's cool today.
So we'll talk about comics in a minute. Let's talk about the movies and the shows first because it's going to be easier. Right? Are you with me?
I'm with you.
So let's start with the Disney Plus series, right? And I'm not gonna bring it up on the computer, but I'm gonna grab my phone and I'm gonna make sure we don't miss one, right? So
Okay.
what was the first Disney Plus series?
Jiminy.
For the MCU.
I can't even think about what it's.
You ready?
Yeah. What's it been?
WandaVision.
No, that was the first one.
WandaVision was the one out the gate. That was the big start of all these new shows going to be coming through on Disney Plus.
Oh, for the new phase. Yeah. Okay. All right. So WandaVision. Yep. Okay.
So WandaVision. WandaVision opened this giant can, right? Started out as a 1940s TV show, right?
Sure.
Loving wife, daddy goes to work every day, provides for the family, pays for everything. Wifey stays home, cooks the meals, cleans the house, and yada, yada, yada. Make sure dinner's on the table when he comes home. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Next week, 1950s, right? Same kind of thing. 60s, 70s, 80s. And they just kept advancing. And it literally showed, and I don't want to say it's a bad thing, okay? Don't want to say it's a bad thing. But it showed the evolution of the family unit.
I mean, it literally facts, though.
True.
I mean, because it literally was just pulling from the popular sitcoms of the day.
Yeah, and the sitcoms of the day were what were designed to let's just say expose the modern family at the time.
Well, it used to be that the media was like in the terms of content building, sitcoms and stuff like that, was to try to reflect the majority because they wanted the most people to watch the show.
Absolutely. They wanted the majority, right? They wanted the 80 to 90% to watch the show and like the show. It's not that they didn't care about the 10, right? Or the 20%, but they wanted the 80 to 90% for the numbers.
Absolutely. Now it's all flipped on its head. Because now
ridiculous.
It's all about virtue signaling and showing how woke you are to cater to the smallest percent of population and shove that agenda. And the thing is I don't care. I don't care what you want to call yourself. I don't care about what pronoun you go today. what's your sexual orientation, what if you identify as a robot. I don't care. I don't care. You do you, whatever you want to be.
Yeah. Be happy. But be
Yeah.
happy and keep it to yourself.
This I
I
kind
mean,
of am the thing. I'll call you whatever you want to be called respectfully. But if I slip up and I accidentally call you he or she or sir or ma'am, and you're not identifying as it that day, please take it as it was intended, as a respectful gesture.
yeah.
Not as a hate crime or whatever it is.
I,
You know,
I,
what's
I
up,
was
Emmy?
raised to call men that were older than me, sir,
Sure.
and women that were older than me, ma'am. I come from an old-fashioned family. Both of my parents were born in the 40s. I mean, my dad is a war baby. He didn't meet his father for the first 9 months of his life.
Yeah.
Because dad was overseas, right? And that probably that I'll be there's not probably about it. That's part of what helps develop my points of view, right? Because
For sure.
you are literally so in a normal family model, you're like 30% dad, 30% mom, and the other 40% is made up by your friends and your surroundings.
Sure.
So you have a hard time getting away from what you come from
Mm-hmm.
without really trying.
Well, and that's when your values are, for the
Exactly.
most part, developed.
And you hope that they're good.
Yeah. I mean, as long as the values are good, you're not hating on people and calling them names and everything else. And
now, so back to
okay, WandaVision.
WandaVision, right? So how did WandaVision end? Dad's dead and gone. Now woman is super powerful, trying to raise the kids by herself, doing it all she can. That's how it ended. Even though the kids vanished.
It's trying to raise the kids by herself and also being evil.
Right? That's not a joke. But that's serious.
We could go the other way with the woke train and be like, oh man, they're saying women are evil.
That's
in
true
their hearts,
But that's I found that like it honest to God was if you take out the superpowers, it was a 6-episode documentary on how the modern family has evolved over time.
You could certainly, see how that would be
straight up argument.
Case to made. Yeah.
Like,
so what's after WandaVision?
So after WandaVision was Loki.
Okay.
And Loki is a whole nother holy effed up can of tomatoes, right?
Yeah.
Because so you have Loki who has fallen out of time, out of dimension, out of space, and diverged from the master plan of the overseers, who we later find out at the end of the show is who? Who was the final end all be all villain in it? What was it? Oh gosh, dang it! I'm brain farting. Kang.
Yeah.
Can we get an A1 bumper, Jelly?
Oh, 100%. Let's see. Gotta get one.
True story. So I'm going to Disneyland. I'm identifying as a 3-year-old, and Danny has a 60-year-old. I love it. I love it, man. And that's what that's where this crazy ass country is getting to. I mean, God, it is. Like, I literally watched a video where a dude walks into a place and the lady says, "Sir, we don't allow videotaping in here." And the guy, like, literally looked right at her. He's like, "It's okay. I identify as a camera." And the lady just shook her head and walked away. But Loki, right? The wokeness of Loki, right, was where he brought his female counterpart, right?
I'll be honest, I don't think I finished Loki.
right? So
And I'll tell you why.
I love
Because
Loki.
most of the way through, yeah, it was good. I was like, because I like what's the actor's name? Tom.
Are you talking about Wilson?
His name Tom Wilson.
Tom Huddleton.
Yeah, that's it. He's great as Loki. I really
I
like
love
him.
him, and I loved Owen Wilson in there as the
Oh
uh,
yeah,
what's his name? Oh my
yeah. No,
gosh,
it was
yeah,
fantastic. It was a really well put together. But like towards the end, I was like when it was kind of going that he's falling for the girl and this and that. I was like, oh, he's a cuck.
yeah. But dude, here's the thing, right?
That's the vibe I got.
He didn't just fall for the girl, right? Not only did they this so what is like one of the things that the commercial that they've been putting off for like I ain't seen it probably in about 3 years now, but like it was on constantly. I can do anything you can do better.
Yeah.
I can do anything better than you. Dude, and like that commercial, right, was everything in my head. Like I heard it replaying over and over
Yeah.
again when the female Loki, right, was like one upping him left and right
Yeah.
on everything he was doing, like fighting, killing, like controlling his magical powers, everything, right? And I'm just sitting here going, I can do anything you can do better.
Yeah.
That's what's running through my head while we're watching this thing. Blew me away. And from there, then not only do they do the I'm better than you,
Mm-hmm.
now he falls in love with his female self.
Yeah, I mean, now Loki's obviously not the most masculine character.
He's always been a little bit. He grew up with the Thors and the Asgards. They're
Right.
big, beefy, muscular fighters, and he's always been a little weaker physically, but
Yeah.
still not like still not weak. Like a normal human being, he can
Right.
still crush them, right?
Right.
Which is one of the things I didn't like in that show because the guards were beating him up like nothing, and you're like,
I
no, that's
know.
still not Loki.
Yeah, I didn't get that part. I'm like, you can pretty much do whatever you want to these guys.
Yeah.
You could turn them all inside out with thinking it in your mind.
Yeah, if the Incredible Hulk had grabbed one of them by the leg and swung them over and around, their leg would have ripped off and their bleeding torso would have gone flying away.
Yeah.
Unlike Loki, who, ow! I mean, that I understand.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was like the next level of it, right? And it's only advanced more so as we go on. Next up, Winter Soldier.
I liked Winter Soldier.
I loved Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. So I loved Wanda. I loved Loki. I loved Wanda. I loved Winter Soldier. Honest to God. True story. Loved them all. I've rewatched them at least a couple of times because I've enjoyed them that much.
I honestly cannot think of anything bad to say about Winter Soldier.
I can.
Okay, go ahead.
But it's because I'm old fashioned.
Okay.
They made it a whole hell of a lot about color. They did.
Yeah, but
why couldn't they literally have integrated him into the role of Captain America? Why did they need to make it a color thing? Why couldn't they make it more of a I can't live up to the man thing? I can't live up to the idea of Captain America, right? Chris Evans, Captain America. I mean, Captain America is about as close as you get to the good and just in the MCU.
Oh yeah.
As Superman in the DC.
Oh yeah, yes. I would 100%.
Right? And I can understand him not thinking he can live up to that idea and that image, right? That he can't fill those shoes of truth, honest, loyalty.
Well, I mean, that's
justice.
essentially what happened.
But why did they keep making it about color?
Was it about? I don't remember that.
Oh, dude, they had the whole back season talking about the original first super soldiers, and how they experiment. Dude, they did
That's
all.
right. I forgot about that
They're
part.
like, they'll never treat you like him because of the color of your skin.
That's right. I forgot about that part. That was the whole the whole reference back to the like Tuskegee Airmen and stuff.
Dude, like every single show.
I wasn't mad about the Winter Soldier stuff because it was kind of a reflection of history.
Agreed.
But I thought it was a little more tasteful in certain parts, and I'm trying to think, and it happened in the comics.
No,
And
a lot of that did. Right?
That's why I don't mind that. Okay, Sam Wilson was Captain America, like,
absolutely. But so was Bucky Barnes.
Yeah,
and
right.
Others,
yeah,
right. My question is my question is why couldn't they make it more about the trials and tribulations he went through even in the comics of trying to feel like he could fill his shoes, right, and live up to that image, just like John, what's his name? The guy that they actually replaced him with initially, John
Jacob Jingle Schmidt.
Oh my God!
Are you talking about the actor's name?
No, the actual character.
Oh God damn it! I can literally see the issue.
Right, it doesn't matter, right? But he had this idea in his head that he could do it no matter what. He deserves that shield. He's going to do it, right?
Yeah.
But he's also an ex-soldier that went through an extensive combat, seeing friends, brothers dying in their arms and everything else. That does, as well as I do, from personal experience, that does shit to you.
Yeah. No, I mean it was a real portrayal.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it.
And it really it was good. John Walker, thank you, Pop Tart.
John Walker, good Lord. Yeah.
But I liked how it ended. Right? I did enjoy how it ended with him with the shield, the armor going to the other kid, right? I mean, good stuff happening. I liked it.
Yeah.
And then the next show was Kate
Bishop.
Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. Right? Again, woman power.
Yeah, so
woman power.
I don't even think nobody was even asking for it.
No.
First of all, nobody was like, you know what?
We need a Kate Bishop Hawkeye.
They were like, you know what? We need more Hawkeye. Nobody says that.
Yeah.
I mean, Hawkeye is one of those guys. It's like Cyclops. They can't carry a series on their own.
Agreed.
They're just not interesting. They're an awesome part of the team.
Like Cyclops is my favorite X-Men.
Ugh.
Alex Summers, dude. Amazing. I liked how he always had the witty retort and battling with Wolverine because of Jean, right? I love that.
I mean, the stories are
love
great.
Triangle going, dude. That's the standard. That's the standard thing going on. Like two alpha males battling for the love of a woman.
Oh, absolutely.
That's awesome. I mean,
and Scott Summers has got superheroes. Amazing abilities, but he's just not that interesting of a character.
Agreed.
Same with Hawkeye. Like, they're just not super interesting. So it's nobody was like, oh, I need some more. I need me some Hawkeye. Oh, wait, you got a Hawkeye's new protege? Booyah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, nobody said that.
If they were going to do a Hawkeye show, honest to God, I would have liked them. So where did they find Hawkeye in the second of the Infinity Wars? Where was he? He was out there being the assassin. And
that's when I saw that come up, I was like, oh, he's Ronin. I was like, and that's the best Hawkeye is Ronin.
Ronin is the most amazing Hawkeye. And that was the Hawkeye show I wanted.
Yes. And it started to get it. You're like, oh man.
Like, I'm like, this makes perfect sense. Let's do the show.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens now.
You got the J1 green light.
Please, let's see it.
Yeah, exactly.
And no, now we have Kate Bishop. I mean, and it wasn't, I won't say it wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't awful.
It wasn't, like, I would not put it on the tier of the earlier ones. Are you
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Wake up.
My bad. I was waiting back here. I was relaxing in the chair. How's it going, guys? I was listening, man. I was actually dissecting you guys' conversation, man. I was really enjoying it. I was watching the auction a little bit, and then I was like, hey, these guys are talking real, dissecting the show's real good. But you know what? I gotta bring one to you guys. What do you guys feel about X-23 though? You guys are saying Kate Bishop. But what do you guys feel about X-23?
Here's the difference with X-23. Right? It's his kid, and he's dying and or dead when they brought her in.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. It's not so much a woman power thing as like it's his daughter.
And the X-Men seem separate to me, kind of like, I don't know. I give them more latitude to do things, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because they've just always been a team, and not like kind of singular characters. I don't know. Because actually, some really great characters have come out of the X-Men. You know, like Rachel Summers, and you know.
Now let me ask you this one: the Marvel What If series. Me and Jelly have talked about this already. Panel chat stopping in to say, how you doing, Patrick Murphy? How you doing, brother? Will, I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry. Guys, so like, I was so excited for the What If series. I was beyond intrigued, enamored. I mean, I'll get vulgar and be like, man, I had a raging boner thinking about the What If series and what it could do and what it could bring, right? And then I watched episode number 1, What If Captain Carter.
Loved it.
And they took my personal hero of Captain America.
You know he's not real, Jay.
A super thick chick. And I did not watch another episode of What If because they made it so.
Well,
why would they do that? Why
Captain America is British?
A British thick female.
Yeah.
Pardon my whatever. Again, my personal point of view.
Wait.
The views expressed on this program are those of the hosts and not MadHouse Comics. All right? Just making sure. Just reading it again. One more time. Throwing that out there. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. I mean, we watched. So after last week, we were talking about this a bit. So everybody said, watch the zombies. Watch Doctor Strange. So I watched the zombies. It was okay. I wasn't blown away, and that was the one I was most excited for. Was the zombies one, but I didn't. But the Doctor Strange one, I really liked. I thought the Doctor Strange What If was really good.
Like, I when it puts such a bad taste in your mouth.
Oh, I agree. I didn't watch it.
Opener, right? Like. That's what happened with a lot of people with WandaVision. And like when WandaVision came out, people were roasting it, talking about how terrible it is, how effed up it is, right? But they didn't grasp what was going on, and that they were in a different reality, and they were traveling through time.
Yeah.
As her world evolved.
Mm-hmm. Well, not only that, but they were stuck in a world she created.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't even real.
But,
I mean, it was
like
real.
everybody talked all the garbage about the first episode and the second episode. Dude, it's in fucking black and white. What the fuck are we doing on the goddamn 2020? I can't even watch a goddamn color show. And I'm like, it blew me away. I mean,
it did take a little bit to get going because I mean, the first episode was like straight up, I Love Lucy. I mean, it was.
Dude, it was.
I
Love Lucy, Ozzy and Harriet. Dude, I loved it.
But there was no underlying story. I don't believe in the first one.
Yeah, the first one was literally just them.
Yeah.
Being
so I mean, I get it.
I'd have been like, with a little bit of magic splashed in. Like it was almost like Ozzy and Harriet meet, I Love Lucy meets Bewitched.
Yeah, or I Dream of Jeannie or something. Yeah. No, I got it. But yeah, no, it ended up being a really great show.
Yeah, and amazing.
The Scarlet Witch character. I mean, if you haven't seen it, go run out right now and see Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah,
because that Scarlet Witch character is so good.
She destroys the Scarlet Witch character. Absolutely.
Yeah, she's really good.
But I'm not going to give Doctor Strange 2 high reviews because we haven't started talking about the wokeness of the Marvel movie universe yet. We might have to save that for next week because we are still breaking down just the damn series because they're so infuriating.
Yeah.
That's just me, again, my personal views.
Well,
I enjoy some of them.
Question, Jay.
Go ahead.
How do you feel? Okay, now that you guys touched on Wanda, that was my question to you guys, because I really love that part that you just brought up right there. How do you like the development of from the shows going into the movies? Because I thought that was awesome.
Oh, it was perfect.
I thought that was because not only can we, because here's the thing, you can miss the shows, guys. You can miss the shows, but now if you want to see Doctor Strange #2, you're gonna see the buildup of the Scarlet Witch if you watch Wanda and Vision.
You needed to watch WandaVision to understand where the Scarlet Witch is coming from. Could you highlight William Albright's message, please? That's my personal point of view as well, right there.
I mean, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, I had my problems with it, and Jay and I talked about it. It felt a little bit rushed.
It was absolutely rushed.
Like it could have been a 3-hour movie easily,
or 2 movies,
absolutely. But it did feel a little bit rushed because, I mean, America Chavez is, and especially with these multiverses that we're heading into in the MCU.
Yeah, I mean,
she's an Omega level character.
Exactly,
and they didn't really do her much justice. No. It was just
you're talking Omega level superpower, can't be like, dude, like top dog kind of characters.
Yeah,
which is what America Chavez is, and they made her seem like some weak little girl.
Well,
with 2 moms.
Yeah.
Some weak little girl with 2 moms. No dad. Sorry.
Slap on the wrist, Jay.
Almost like it's
woke.
Just saying.
Oh, hang on one second. I'm gonna step away just for a second.
No, go ahead.
Well, I really. Okay, so now when you said America Chavez, though, do you think that they will build a series because it was rushed? The Illuminati battle was so quick, it wasn't even that funny. Now it was good to see Scarlet Witch power set where it's supposed to be set.
Yeah,
because that's the Scarlet Witch at that Omega level.
Yes,
but there could have been more of a better scenes. It could have been a little bit more action. Professor X could have done better. The other guys, yes.
They didn't even need that scene in there with Professor X and Reed Richards.
I liked it for the sole purpose, right? Is it brought the Illuminati out?
Yeah.
It's going to open up that universe, that multiverse. Because I like the Illuminati multiverse where you have the leader of the X-Men, the leader of the Fantastic Four, the leader of the Avengers. you have all the leader of the Inhumans, right?
Mm-hmm.
All these like superpowers teamed up together and basically running and protecting the world in the background, in the shadows. Love that.
No,
but then
it's
the Scarlet Witch comes in and kills them fucking all.
Yeah. Yeah. Which
agreed, Ty.
I hope they're really dead because I do not want that dude from The Office coming back and playing Reed Richards.
He might.
I just don't like him as Reed Richards. Like his voice wasn't right for it. His mannerisms weren't right for it. I just didn't. It wasn't believable to me. Like I don't see him as Reed Richards. I see him as that guy that's like, from The Office, like putting Dwight's stapler in Jell-O, not being a superhero.
I love the fact that he mentioned his kids, so we know that we're going to get Franklin Richards in this, and then I just can't wait to see who they're going to pick for the rest of the Fantastic Four squad. At least we got. I think that's why they only used Mr. Fantastic, because they knew that everybody was on edge for the Fantastic Four, and for the X-Men, and to get both characters in the movie, I think was amazing. And it was, this is what Marvel is doing that is kind of different from DC. And I'm not going to continue to knock on DC, but Marvel is building on their
Marvel's
movie.
building and Marvel's spending money.
Well, money.
Well, I don't know why DC has not discontinued their comic books and gone all into media. I don't know.
On that point, right? Let's not get sidetracked here.
Sorry.
Let's not get sidetracked. If we get into comparing DC and Marvel, it's
no, I know we're ahead way too deep in the weeds.
It's honest to God almost like comparing apples and oranges, right?
It really is.
It's two different fruits, right? I mean, it really is. And we can absolutely do it at another point. I don't mind that, but we were. We were just trying.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Go ahead.
If we get too crazy, right? But be serious, right? Like all the other Marvel series, man, all the shows, all of them, every one of them is having some sort of level.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong, Miguel. Tell me I'm wrong. One way.
So we got Ty saying starts in Black Panther and Shang-Chi.
All right,
I really loved Shang-Chi. I love Black Panther too, actually. They were good movies. Shang-Chi, I thought, was visually breathtaking.
Dude, Shang-Chi was Marvel MCU money.
Yes.
With old-fashioned kung fu, freaking like hidden dragon. No, what was it? Hidden tiger, flying dragon.
Yeah. Crouching tiger, hidden dragon.
Crouching tiger, hidden dragon. Thank you.
Hidden dragon, crouching tiger, whatever it is.
Whatever it's called, right? That was like one of the biggest budget movies they ever did for like kung fu and everything else, right? And it was a masterpiece.
Absolutely.
A cinematic marvel.
But as far as CGI goes, I mean, I feel like it was on the level of like Avatar.
The rhinos in black leather and
Like I felt like it was that visually stunning. Like the whole movie, like the story was good. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. I mean, it doesn't follow the actual like 70s books, with the characters, but I thought it was good for what it was. What if or the Star Wars nerd? Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, we got a pickle spotting.
Oh.
What up, AM?
Pickleitis in the house.
All right, so now
That's all right, brother. I love pickles too.
So She-Hulk, attorney at law, woman power.
Yeah.
I mean that's,
For sure.
that's pure and simple woman power right there. Woman power. Don't need a man, woman power.
I mean, it's She-Hulk. I don't know what
She
else.
don't need a man, right?
No.
And I get that. The other one that I truly enjoyed Moon Knight. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really honestly, where's the woke in it? I haven't been able to find it.
I mean, I guess if you want to just talk like wokeness and diversity, I mean, obviously it's got a lot of, Islam and stuff like that in it. But I mean, other than that, the woke, I don't feel like there was any agenda being pushed.
Did you find any?
I can't think of anything.
You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know what I talk about when I say woke.
I wanted to get the definition.
Like, you don't feel like there's any ulterior motives, no hidden agendas that are being pushed
on the Moon Knight. Moon Knight, no.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It's been the one so far.
On the Moon Knight, no. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I really wasn't looking for some of that stuff until it was really pushed, like, in your face. Then I could really see it. Because, like, I'll give it to you like this. Like, I really watched some of the Star Wars series, Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and Obi-Wan, and I really kind of enjoyed those series, guys. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see anything extra.
That's the great thing about.
I'm still getting ready to talk about that part.
That's what's the great thing about Star Wars, though, is I was never really a huge Star Wars fan growing up. Like, I liked the first three, like past that, I don't really care about any of it. Now, The Mandalorian was excellent. One of the better series I've seen in the last several years.
Oh, hands
just
down.
Excellent. So I haven't watched any of the Obi-Wan yet, but
you will be disappointed up to episode 3, and then it will take a turn.
Okay.
My devoutness towards and love towards all things Star Wars made me keep powering through.
Okay. Now there's
without giving too much away or ruining anything to you, right? But they really, 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 really made fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi a pussy.
Oh no!
In the first couple episodes, and I mean,
it does look like it.
Pussy.
I was up with the chat.
I know. It does look like your head's just hanging there.
I wanted it to be like a bubble head.
But after that, right? If you got to go 1, 2, 3, disappointment, and then you're gonna be like 4, 5, 6. Fuck yeah, that's how you're gonna end. Like, honestly, the only thing you're gonna be leaving wanting to know, why the fuck didn't you finish him off? That's it. And the reason being is because everybody knows if Obi-Wan Kenobi finished off Darth Vader, he couldn't have picked up the Emperor and thrown him down the fucking shaft.
Yeah. So I watched the animated Clone Wars.
Just like...
It was great.
Yeah, it truly was. Just like fucking Yoda and Qui-Gon Jinn predicted, Anakin Skywalker was the turning point for the dark side to end the wars and everything else, because he fucking killed the Emperor. Done. It took him a little while, but he got to it.
Yeah. Now, do you notice any wokeness in the Star Wars universe?
J1 is giving his facts, not a speculation. I'm so sorry.
What's up, Pop-Tartimus? Man, I miss you, fam.
Pop-Tart Timmy. What's the next show? Are we What was that?
And you know what? I came a little bit late.
Oh,
with you guys.
yeah.
You got
I
it?
did
All right,
come
go
a
ahead.
little bit late with you guys, and I was hearing you guys talk about Kate Bishop and Miss Marvel. I am going to agree on that. See, I think that you guys are hitting it right on the money on certain things because it's right. I think they're going after different.
They're making movies for the fucking 1 to 5%.
Well, they have to. They're gonna have to do 1 or 2 for them, and then they're also building off of other ones, also too, because so we all know that we're gonna start getting some Hispanic, characters like America Chavez coming in, and before that, we can even with the whole passing of the mantle with Captain America to the Falcon. We started seeing how Disney was going, but I think they're doing it just to spread the love to all communities.
Yeah,
100%.
But here's the thing, dude. This is
meat and potatoes is still.
This is what they're doing with it, though, man. This is what they're doing with it. Okay.
Yeah.
They're cramming it down our throats.
Yeah.
In one shape, way, or another, it's in everything.
Oh yeah. Well, see, one of the things, and it's 100. That people do hate is also it's true. It's true because you know what I'm saying. You don't want to be told over and over and over that your point of view is wrong.
No.
And even if you're trying to accept it, and you're trying to accept it in your own way, I get what you're saying when it becomes a little bit too much when it's being.
Can I ask you a personal question? And I'd like your personal point of view. Again, right? If and only if, right, they started doing shows where now people, human beings, right, were now falling in love with animals, inanimate objects, things like that. And they started putting that in everything.
Furries,
right? I mean, all there's people of all realities, right? There's people with different mindsets. I won't call them crazy or anything like that, but different mindsets and different points of view everywhere. But it's probably like a 0.1% that thinks that maybe that might be okay, right? Now, would you like to start seeing shows with all that kind of stuff in it too, in your Marvel Cinematic Universe superhero movies? Let's say, hold on, who's your favorite Marvel character?
I couldn't see that happening, Jay, but I do see humans.
Who's your favorite Marvel character?
Answer me.
What happened?
Who is your favorite Marvel character?
Who do you work for?
My favorite one right now is because, see, I was really a big Wolverine fan, but then right now I'm a huge Eddie Brock Venom fan. Right now I'm in my Eddie Brock jammies.
Eddie Brock Venom, right? Eddie Brock Venom. I love Eddie Brock Venom. I truly do. Dude, it's crazy good. There's all sorts of amazing stories.
Iron,
right?
And
good stuff, right? Dude,
yeah.
In case you didn't know, in the next Spider-Man movie, Eddie Brock Venom is going to fall in love with the Venom symbiote, right? And him and the symbiote are going to get married, and they're going to travel through the galaxy together, solving crimes.
Well, that sounds
we know that ain't gonna happen.
What? No, I'm just saying. Now, how do you feel about it?
It ain't gonna happen with Eddie. How dare you?
How do you feel about it now? Would you like to see that?
I will not watch that.
Same thing with me about Captain Carter. I don't want to see a big old thick lady playing my favorite superhero, Captain America, in a thick British accent. I don't want that. I don't like that.
But that's what my
Captain America, my wholesome golden boy soldier from World War II, going down, fighting the Nazis, trying to raise the red, white, and blue. I shouldn't feel bad for feeling like that, but I do. Because
And would you leave my phone?
no, Jens, no, God, no, man. It doesn't need to be for me. This is, again, just my personal point of view. Again, just my personal point of view. Yeah. Oh, good stuff, right?
Oh boy.
But no. So, dude,
actually,
James, dude, you're my vegan Jesus brother, dude. James, you know I love you, brother. I can't wait to meet you in person. Cannot wait to meet you in person. The first thing I'm going to do is give you a big hug. Because, again, like always, man, I love everybody. I really do. I don't know.
Hey, you know,
am I going off the rails? Am I going off the rails?
I don't think so.
We need you on the show.
Like I said, we might have to call this, get off my lawn.
Right.
But, I think there's a large population of the comic community that feels the same way.
Holy shit, it isn't even Friday yet.
And I don't think we should ignore it.
No, I agree, Joey.
Yeah.
Hey, but what about Jane Foster Thor, though?
So let me ask you a question. Why are you so far away so it's so hard for us to hear you?
Okay, it's because I didn't want to get in the way of, they're over there packaging.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep it, you know what, let me bring the camera a little closer.
That you could do that maybe.
Yeah.
Why don't you put the camera on the counter and sit in the chair?
Okay.
Why don't you sit on the counter and let's see how long that counter holds up.
James, if you want to come on this show and speak on the other side.
I already sent him a link.
Good man, let's do it.
Whoops.
And who said the Jane Foster Thor? Like, I'm good for that.
I mean, but again, it's part of the comics, and
dude, now you're looking like the boss man CEO sitting in that leather chair there, fam.
There we go.
What I was saying was just because it's been done over and over with the She-Hulk.
Oh my God, I hear you.
Thor, we got X-23 with Wolverine. The only standalone characters that you can honestly say, guys, is Squirrel Girl, Domino, and that's only heroes. Because Lady Deathstrike is a villain, so I'm not going to put her in. She's held her own in Marvel, where she comes in and out.
Oh yeah.
But Rogue is another. She just borrowed a little bit of Captain Marvel's power. But
Rogue is an Omega level mutant, dude.
Mystique is another one that you can say is a standalone character. But other than that, there's always been, how many Spider-Womans do we not have? How many? And now we got She-Hulk. We always have now we got the Jane Foster Thor. We got the Captain Britain.
Right.
So
the big thing right now, I mean, Elektra.
Yeah.
She's taken over a major role, and I mean, honestly, as big of a Daredevil fan as I am, I don't mind it because she's such an integral. Storm, Storm's a great character. Yeah, I mean, you got the Jean Greys, the female characters that can really hold up their own. I give the X-Men a pass just because they're
the X-Men. Honest to God, man, they're a different level.
That's what I'm saying. Those characters were developed.
What's her name?
So perfectly.
Miss. What's her name from Fantastic Four?
Sue Storm.
Susan Storm.
Thank you, Sue Storm. Right, you take Sue Storm from Fantastic Four, right, and you compare her to just about any X-Men female character. Hell, Jubilee would probably lose, but Rogue taking her out, Storm taking her out, freaking freaking Teenage Warhead would take her out.
Negasonic
Teenage Warhead,
yeah.
Right? Like the no one loves Farrell. the X-Men characters, I mean, they honestly, dude, like X-Men is probably one of my favorite series that was pretty much not gender neutral, but like gender equal, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody had these amazing powers that had this specific thing that always made one character just as important as another, right? I like they were awesome. Like that is like you want your gender neutrality,
James
your
Willie,
equality,
what's up,
and everything else. Bring out the X-Men.
Yeah, I mean,
But
the X-Men was such a big part of my childhood because of the cartoon.
God, yeah, man.
I mean, what a revival.
Yeah. Dude, that you said the X-Men cartoon, that just played in my head.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So good. But I mean, that was such an integral part. And all those characters, but you have to look at when those characters were developed, Marvel had already been saved at that point.
Yes.
So the Fantastic Four was their last grasp at staying in business.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And so you look at those characters, they're okay. You know, like, aside from them being absolutely iconic characters, they're okay. You know, the Thing, yeah. You know, Human Torch, meh. But, you know, the X-Men, whoa.
Yeah.
Those are really well-developed characters.
And I watched the Fantastic Four cartoon when I was a kid, too.
Yeah. I mean, I watched all that stuff. There was nothing as good as the X-Men, though. Except for the Turtles.
I can't disagree with you on that.
As a kid.
Yeah. What about you, Miguel?
I actually love that I love the X-Men. When you really get into the Chris Claremont X-Men, and see, that's what I was gonna say though, guys. Even Chris Claremont was touching up these points. Remember, we hate all muties. Muties
sure.
Well, dude, yeah, that was the different. That was absolutely.
That time, man.
But that's how I like my comics, though. I like it veiled.
Yeah, it's in there.
I like them talking about
it's there and it's undertone. It's not.
Yes, that's how I like it because I mean, since the beginning,
this is how they do it nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, Stan Lee's been doing this since he started. He's always been talking about like social justice and things like that. However, they were just done a little more veiled. It's not just
it was subtle
here
undertones.
In your face.
Subtle undertones, and it was always shown in a positive manner. And if it was displayed negatively, by the end of it, they'd flipped the script and made it for the better. I'm not saying that one, Gate Kid. Miguel, your turn.
He's not wrong though.
I know, but I'm not saying that one out loud.
Yeah.
I'm the palest thing on this earth.
No, dude. I know. Both of us are about translucent.
Yeah.
And we got our token Mexican over here.
How you doing, Gay Kid?
Hey, cholos. Viva la raza.
Oh man, Gay Kid, good seeing you, fam. He's a guy that comes to the comic shop.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, he'll have to come out when we're out there.
Hey guys, Gay Kid, please come out and join us on the 15th, 16th, and the 17th. Jelly J1, Gorkum is gonna be here. We're gonna have a blast.
You know, I'll be there, brother.
Dude, we gotta keep Gorkum busy.
We got to guys.
Be doing lots of remarks.
This dude, it is it is kind of crazy, but these are the kind of topics that we get into here at the comic shop, guys.
Ooh.
We get into a lot of topics here. This crazy topic
might have to be a topic for next week. Emmy.
Now I'm with you on that one. I'm with you.
This 100%. Is a great comment.
We've talked about that, Jelly. You and I have. And
we have.
And Miguel, you too.
Yeah.
Why are they changing our beloved characters
exactly
to meet their agenda or whatever you want to call it, trying to change the perspective and looks of life. I'll sugarcoat it for you, right? I'll do that this one time. That's it, right? One time, right? Instead of creating new characters, hold on. Instead of creating new characters and making them that way, do you know why? Because people won't buy them. Children of the Atom, right? Children of the Atom. That was the best example. How's it doing, Miguel? You still got a stack of them in your shop?
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, honestly, are we headed that way though? I mean,
well, that's what I told Jay when we were having, because we're not going to be fake on the channel, guys. Let's be real. So having real conversations, I was talking to Jay, and I'll be real with you, Jelly. I told him, and I'll straight up say to anybody, you're not going to woo me over with the next Hispanic Captain America. You're not going to woo me over with the next Hispanic Thor. As a reader, that's not what I'm looking for. And I explained to him, like, as a reader, I actually enjoyed Upshot's Primos. Because
that's what I was just going to say about that.
If you're going to read something, make something from scratch.
Why can't you make a new Hispanic character? Because Primos,
Primos
like Aztecas, like it is. Yes.
Dude, it is. That's what they did with all these Asian superheroes. Marvel did.
Dude.
Totally awesome Hulk.
Well, go look at Agents of Atlas. So they made a whole new line of characters. So they have Wave, Arrow, Swordmaster, like all these characters, and they did not sell well in the US.
No.
They sold well in Asian markets, and they're thinking that's going to be the next wave for the Asian markets for Marvel to creep into. But and those books are actually good.
Ooh, highlight Gatekids comment.
Well, you're making new characters.
That's a good one.
All brand new universe for them.
So, Gatekid, you're right. That's how we got Miles Morales.
In other universe, children, siblings. I mean, family members. I'm 100% for that one. Like that sounds great.
But the same.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. But I don't like it when they take the characters we've already come to know. It's like, I about said something that would not have gone over well. Yeah, I'm going to say it. What the hell? My whole life, Bruce Jenner was Bruce Jenner.
Thank you.
Now it's Caitlyn Jenner. You know, like, nothing against people that are transitioning or anything like that. I wholeheartedly believe you should be who you are. But now to me, Bruce Jenner and Caitlyn Jenner are two separate entities. You know, Bruce Jenner died when Caitlyn Jenner was born. Now, for him, his journey's been a lot different. It's always been Caitlyn Jenner. But for me, it's Bruce Jenner. And I don't mean, when I call him Bruce Jenner, I don't mean to offend her. It's not intentionally to harm. What's up? You just showing off or what?
I'm just showing childhood hero.
Yeah.
Childhood hero. Mm-hmm. Captain America. Yep. Always will be childhood hero. Right? Not Captain Carter.
Oh my God.
Not old thick girl.
Good.
With her tea and crumpets.
Right.
You know what though, Jay? I really like Captain Carter though. That's what I'm so at odds with you, fam, because I actually dug Captain Carter.
You're sitting on a mountain of Captain Carter #1s.
That's what it is. Actually sold out. Guys.
Really?
No Captain Carter's. I'm down to Captain Carter #3. There's no issue 2s on the shelf. No issue 1s. And the only ones that I do have were the ones that I have back there that I'm going to send to get graded.
Yeah.
You're going to get even more mad, Jay, when you see my 9.8 Aggie Captain America Carter.
So what do you dig about her? Like, why can't she be the new Captain Britain?
Here you go. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. The only way. Okay.
That
So
no,
check this.
that would have been perfect.
They had to do an alternate because it's what if, right? So it had to be what if, right, guys? So it had to be a what if, right? So with it being a what if, it couldn't be giving it back down to Falcon. We already got that storm. You couldn't have the whole the one guy we were just talking about earlier in the show. What was his name? Walker. We couldn't have the whole
Walker. Yeah.
That's already been played out. So with them doing the female Peggy, and then saving Captain America, and then having him work with Iron Man's dad to actually get the first Iron Man suit, it made a little bit of sense to me that they went that route. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why I thought that I didn't understand how Jay was upset, because it wasn't like they tried to switch a 100% as the new Captain America is gonna
be. No, they literally just took Captain America away.
Yeah, they took him away. They took him away. But he was there as the new Iron Man, which it was a beautiful what if. That is a wonderful what if. What if Captain America became Iron Man and Peggy became, and they still gave that romantically in love story, and it kind of worked for me though. But that was me. I'm not gonna lie to you. That will only work for me. I can understand your point.
It must have worked for a lot of people.
It did, because they came out with a fucking Captain Carter series.
Yeah.
Wait, or is that the agenda?
I don't know, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Was it that well received? Right? That it was so popular
that's the thing.
That they decided they're going to make a series of it.
I hope it was that well received.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like if the majority of the people like it, the most of the people like it, then that's fine. That's what we're going to get. If everybody wants more Peggy Carter as Captain America, that's what we're going to get, and that's okay.
Yeah. It's going to happen. Let me comment on James's comment real quick.
Yeah,
because James and I we're very close to the same age. Oh wait, go up one. The one before that. Right, James and I are very close to the same age. We were I was raised in rural Indiana. He was raised in a whole other part of the country. Not talking about political views or anything like that, but we were raised differently and brought up with different points of views and everything else. And you're right, James. Change does make people uncomfortable. When Red Lobster quit serving lemon pepper fried shrimp, I was pissed. Right? Like, that pissed me off, right? But when honestly, when I now get told that I have to be careful, like at my work, my place of work, right? That I need to put my pronouns in my signature block. That way people know how to address me. That's not a lie. That's a serious comment.
I think
that's a change that I don't think I'm ready for.
I think it's just when people get confused that the intent is not to hurt someone if you use the wrong pronoun. If I say sir, ma'am, he, she, whatever it is, and I'm just trying to be respectful for them, it's the intent that I'm trying to be respectful. It's not that I'm a bigot or an asshole. Like, I just don't like that part of it where it's like, well, I didn't intend to hurt your feelings, which when the hell did it become such a problem to get your feelings hurt?
Dude, why? No, this is more important. And this is this is the whole point of this entire show. This entire show is all about our opinions.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do our opinions matter?
Well, they don't.
They don't.
They're like assholes. Everybody's got one.
You don't have to give two shits about our opinions. Yeah. Just like we don't need to give two shits about yours. That's called life.
Oh, listen, right? Gay Kid's got an interesting comment.
That's not a joke.
No, I don't
on that because that's a very, very touchy subject.
But see, here's what I'll say that I grew up the same way. I didn't need, we didn't need someone to promote an agenda.
Yeah.
And maybe, but I mean, we grew up in the 80s and 90s. The TV shows that we watched were, like you'd
18.
watch Family Ties, you'd watch Family Matters, I mean, it was black shows, it was
Don't
white
forget Bill
shows, it
Cosby.
was, and you just watched them because they were funny. It didn't matter what color anybody was. It was just a good, funny show. Like, we'd sit there and watch Sanford and Son, and it was just because it was funny. It wasn't that it was, well, I have to watch this show because I'm not black and I need to know about black things. It was just a good show.
A true story.
So I think the Gate Kid, maybe it is. I just don't want it to be harmful to children because my girlfriend's child has, he goes to a Catholic school. He's got 4 girls that are 8 years old that are declared lesbians. And it's just, it's getting very in fashion to be a victim of something.
Oh, faddish even, dude.
Yeah. And that's just what we are so far off the top. I mean, we're not far off the topic, but it's just getting complainy at this point. It's just white.
No, you're absolutely right, but we're talking about how they're bringing it into comics.
Yeah, no, I get it. So we need to stay on
into
that.
the movies. Like that's it's a hot topic right now.
No, it
I
is.
mean, it's a 100% hot topic right now. So why not? So we have Milwaukee, Wisconsin, freaking Jellyfingers here.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana, Farm Boy, J1, West Coast, freaking KM, right? 3 different
Sunshine, baby.
Yeah, 3 completely different regions of the country within about 10 years of age of each other. Just talking about our thoughts and our feelings and our beliefs and what we feel, right?
Yeah.
Talking about comics and comic book movies. I mean, I don't think any of this should have. If it does offend people, I think you're weak for being offended.
Oh yeah, dude, Martin was so funny. Jerome.
Yeah, Martin was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you should feel threatened or attacked by my words. I'm just sharing my personal views, and it's all good. I'm sorry. I'll stop now.
You're fine, dude. I mean, that's what this was. This was going to be, just a way we see things heading.
Yeah. And we knew today was going to be a touchy subject.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, we knew it. And, we just got to be real. And it's like, as comic book buyers, because men in their 30s and 40s are the people spending money on comic books. It's just a fact.
And I, when you have sales, Jelly, where do most of your sales travel to? Right?
Oh goodness, you mean like as in a gender?
No.
Or
region.
An area of the country.
Area of the country.
Oh God.
I'm gonna be real here. A lot of my sales are East Coast, West Coast.
Well, I mean, those are the population centers. I would
East
say
Coast, West Coast is where I send the most.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely East Coast.
And honest to goodness, that's where the most democratic parts of the country are. In reality, right? The East Coast and West Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but that's that's also the centers of media, I mean, we could literally translate a lot of this stuff into East Coast, West Coast, Midwest values. A lot of that could be, and I've lived everywhere, and
dude, same here, man. I travel all over the country.
I can see everybody's point of view. I like to hear everybody's point of view. but that's just what they are. They're just point of views. You know, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. But it's just you know, it's fun to talk about. You know, it's fun to sit here and
freaking geeky.
what do you say?
I saw that. I saw that. What if? I saw that. What if sale?
So
too.
actually, we did. I think when that came out, it was kind of where we started with this, and we started on the kind of the more opposite end of the spectrum, saying how it was pretty offensive. Yeah, I didn't even realize that was so that they tried to pull that one.
Well, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. After going through some of it and skimming through some of it, it did. You know, it's because when you come like out here from California, you kind of see sometimes not just California, but when you come from the neighborhoods where you could say New York, you could say Atlanta, you could say anywhere, you could say Michigan. I just wanted to put California as an example, but forget it because I'm from here. Let's put other neighborhoods an example. That is not what you feel like you want to be represented as all the time. Because there's a lot of beautiful things out of the neighborhood that yo, my man, how you doing? There's a lot of beautiful things that come out of the neighborhood. And I used to do graffiti. I used to do a lot of graffiti, man, but I grew up and I became a different cat.
Yeah.
So all this yo, what's up, my man, and all this woo, and this is my hood. I get all that, but
I think the problem with William R. Albright, where was it offensive? So the problem was it was over the top.
It was like over the top.
That was the problem. Like
it was. Jelly, we don't even speak like that. That's the thing that was so pre-80s kind of language. This is what gets us so upset. That's kind of like 70s and 80s, like maybe pre-MC Hammer, right? This is when
this was like beatboxing, put your cardboard down.
Hey, y'all, welcome to my hood.
But you don't even speak like that anymore. That's not even the language that is used in the neighborhoods like that anymore. And that's what gets people offended.
It's Hammer time.
Go to the neighborhood and see if they speak like that.
No, it was some white guy trying to be, you know, down.
I don't know if it was him trying to attempt humor.
I think that's what it was. That's what it was.
I don't know, man.
Big time.
I hope. I can hope that, right?
I don't know how that made it through the editors.
I don't want racism in comics.
No,
unless it's in a positive way, right? I don't want hate in comics unless it's villains hating the good guys for always winning. And I don't want it in movies either, right? I'd like to hope, right, that deep down in this whole Marvel DC universe, right, that it's a battle of good versus evil, right? Trying to save the world and save people.
Yeah.
And I get what Disney's trying to do. I do. And I get what they're trying. And you know, like RMI said, right? James Bullock, sorry. Like James Bullock said, right? I know it's because I was raised the way I was raised, and I have the moral values that I was raised with. I'm sorry, I don't want to say moral values. Hold on, that's a bad choice of words. The beliefs I have, right? Because of where I was born, how I was raised, and the surroundings I was brought up in, right?
Yeah.
When I joined the military, okay, if you want to talk about anything about race, creed, nationality, color, or anything like that, you join the military. There is no such thing. They are all your brothers and sisters. You live and die and fight beside them, right? You love everybody like you love everybody. That's why I always say I love everybody, because you can't have hate in your heart when it comes down to it, man. And I just find some of the things that they do and they're doing to be so, I don't want to say abnormal, out of the norm, my perspective, that I find it hard to understand, right? I find it threatening to my personal beliefs. I'm not saying it's wrong, right? But it affects me in my way, and it touches my children in a way, right? When my 11-year-old daughter, right, decides that, you know, like, oh, perfect example.
Well, you just don't. I understand what you're saying. You don't want
Yeah.
the media teaching your children values.
Thank you. That's the mother and the father's responsibility.
Yeah, I get
At
you.
the same time, I don't want my children's schools doing it either.
Yeah.
So without breaking down anything into personals, names, or anything like that, right? There is a young man that goes to school with one of my children,
Mhm.
right? He believes himself to be a girl.
Okay.
Like, he lives his life as a girl, right? They had a huge thing where does he use the restroom?
Yeah.
Does he use the boys? Does he use the girls? Right? He has long hair. He wears dresses, right?
Mhm.
But when it comes right to it, he still has the pee-pee, right?
Mm-hmm.
So which restroom does he use? You know what they did? He gets to use the teachers.
Fair enough.
It was a compromise.
Well, but that's the thing, though. They, instead of just solving this problem with the child and the parents of the child, they politicized it and made it a big thing.
They did. They made it a huge thing.
Yeah. So it's always, that's the thing. It's always got to be such a big deal. Instead of just solving these problems, it has to be, the child has to be ostracized more by put into the public eye.
And so Zion's comment, right? That's a good one. That's a great documentary. And it's cool.
So, to sum up, kind of my thoughts on this wokeness that we're having, and we're kind of trying to, the chat's like, why can't we just get new characters instead of kind of bastardizing the old characters? My kind of thought is,
don't bastardize, change.
Yeah. But I mean, I want a good character that is blank, whatever it is. I want a good character that is blank, not a blank character that is good. I don't need a label. It doesn't have to be a certain thing. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, I do. Absolutely.
I could change it. Like, I want a good character that is white, not a white character that is good, kind of thing. That's just me, though. My opinion.
What do you think, Miguel?
I'm a pretty good guy.
Me, on my opinion, it says we're gonna keep it 100. This is like
man, that's what this is all about. Is just being 100.
I love kind of like the whole diversity thing, how we've been moving. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's been opening a lot of doors for a lot of people, but I am stuck on that whole world where you don't have to use the characters to build off something new. I am 100% on that. I want, as a fan, give me something new. Give me something. And let me fall in love with that character. Don't exactly what you said. Don't use Captain America to bring in.
Yes, 100%.
Don't use Wolverine or Venom to bring in sales. Don't grab
Miles Morales Spider-Man is the perfect example of how to do it right.
Yeah.
He is he's what, half Puerto Rican and half black, right?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Right, dude. Mixed racial family. Still
had his own title in his own universe and became a fan favorite, and then jumped to Marvel's main universe. That's how you do it, because you got to earn it.
Right.
But Miles, I'll tell you what did it for me. For Miles, I didn't care much about him. I was like, it's just another character. Like, it's still Spider-Man. They're just put a new face on it. Until I saw Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Holy cow!
So
that was a good animation.
I read
they didn't kill off his parents. He had his mom and dad. It wasn't the same Peter Parker story. It was a whole new story with two different type of parents that made who Miles Morales was.
Yeah.
And the stuff that he was going through his family with his family, and the stuff that he was going as taking the mantle as Spider-Man, and he didn't really wear the uniform until we got Ultimate Fallout? Or when did he wear the actual?
No, it was in Ultimate Spider-Man number 1.
Number 1? Yeah.
I want to say I think that's the one where Spider-Woman gave him the uniform that oh my God, Nick Fury made for him.
But a character that can die.
And oh God, yeah, Biggie. I think you're right, dude. Venom 3 was the book that really started lighting up Miles Morales. I think that's a true statement.
Yeah, true. Facts.
I mean, Miles Morales' first appearance, Ultimate Fallout 4, 1 in 25. Before Venom 3, I want to say it was like a $500 book. Right?
Yeah.
A 9.8 just sold for $40,000. Think about that. 2 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, yeah. And also too though, it is kind of cool what they did with that whole Spider-Verse. So that whole Spider-Verse getting a bunch of different characters, it worked. It worked for them. But you're right. It's time for them to start a new X-Men. It's time for somebody to be creative. It's time, and you know what it was? You guys hit it right on the money. I think the Agents of Atlas and all that stuff is going to be the new X-Men. And they are probably going to be on some different level type stuff, and I think because you guys said exactly what it was. All those characters weren't one-offs from other characters. Storm.
No, they're all originals.
Original.
They're all originals. Cyclops, an original. Wolverine, an original from Canada. They went all out there to make these stories and these back stories to them and origin stories.
But then also, like X-Men, is there any other comic book characters that you could say that had an absolute 100% rebirth? Because X-Men were good. Everybody liked the X-Men. It was, what it was. And then Jim Lee took over for the second volume, and the X-Men blew up.
Yeah.
It was the biggest selling comic book of all time, that number 1.
Well, what was the X-Men like? X-Men like 113 was when they started the new X-Men characters in the volume. Oh God, what was it?
113?
Something like that, right around there, right?
It's the first appearance of the new team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there.
It's right around there.
Is it?
Like that. That's the X-Men I want in this next generation.
Well, but you know what, guys? Here, let me give it to you guys like this, though, guys, because we're not too far off from the subject. Let's keep it. Now that we're touching on that, now that I keep thinking about it, man, we're actually going all over again. If you think about it, was it in Chris Claremont's run? Was it Mystique? With that one chick, what's her name? They brought her back in Hickman's run. The gay kid hit it because she was dead for a while. They killed her off, and that was Mystique's love. And I'm telling you, man, look at the background on Nightcrawler. And I'm like, dude, if you go back to the X-Men, man, and we really dissect, I guess we got to really do this one coming up in the future show. Some of this stuff, I mean, you can actually say Claremont was doing this.
Chris Claremont is extremely progressive as a writer.
And he was doing this back, and nobody was complaining back then. Well, I don't know if they were, because I was actually not reading that. I wasn't alive. I was born 1985, and I didn't pick up my first comic book till 1994 or 95. around there.
Yeah, I mean it's like same. I was a kid, so I don't remember. You'd be at the shop and hear guys talking, but I never heard anybody saying like, anything bad about the X-Men or the new kind of how it was coming through, or like, oh, they're having lesbian scenes. I never heard any of that. So I think Chris Claremont just did it so matter of factly and just like it was normal.
He didn't leave it open to interpretation.
Yeah. I think it was just, here's what it is. It wasn't saying this is good or this is bad. This is just a fact of life. Like, this is a gay couple. It wasn't like this is good or you're bad if you don't think this is good. It was just like, yeah, here it is. It's just what it is. Like, this is humanity.
Yep. I'm not gonna lie. Now, when I start thinking a little bit more, I'm like, wow, Claremont really was ahead of his time, man.
Oh yeah,
really was.
I say Claremont's run. How long was Claremont's run?
I think it was Giant Size X-Men #1, and I think he had 94, 90, or is it 95, all the way
94.
Oh yeah, 94. My bad.
94. 12 years.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
He's the longest running writer of X-Men.
Oh yeah, by far. 94 to 280.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, and I mean, we get some of the biggest characters. I mean, outside of maybe what the some of the big keys are from, we're gonna say Juggernaut, Polaris. That's pre-Claremont, right? All that stuff. We're gonna.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But what he did after that 94 and Giant Size X-Men #1, man, there is a lot of value on a lot of his books, just the way that he thought of things, man. And it was the whole Shi'ar Empire, man. God, that was amazing, man. And the Phoenix Saga, dude, God, man. I mean, even if you read that, because I bought, you know how you buy the trades to read some of the older stuff? Guys, do it. Read some of that Phoenix Saga stuff, guys.
Dude, the Phoenix Saga is amazing.
Get a history of amazing writing, guys. This is.
I like how Biggie says non-Kirby creations.
Yep.
Non-Kirby?
That's great. No, that's perfect. I mean, I'm not a huge Stan Lee fan. He's a good hype guy, but he took credit for a lot of stuff.
That's why Kirby left.
Yep.
That's why we got New Gods.
Zion, I would love it if you would come on the show next week, and as a new collector, just ask us questions. Come on for like 15 minutes. You've got a couple of old nerds here. You got an old nerd and a shop owner. Just come on and ask us whatever you want,
That would be a lot of fun.
We'd love to talk about it. We'd love to talk about spec, what kind of stuff you're into. We can steer you towards things. Love it, brother.
Well, so Claremont, right? Let's be real about Claremont, right? Okay. Just in awesomeness, right? Jubilee, Gambit, Cable,
Pickles,
Pickle.
Oh shit,
dude! You know what you need to get? You need to get Miguel. You need to get AM, the Hulk 664, Scotty Young, first appearance of Immortal Hulk, Scotty Young variant. You need to get that for him. It's the one where the Hulk looks like a giant pickle.
Oh yeah, he's got all the bumps on him.
Oh heck yeah! Let me get that. I'm gonna try to look for that. Yeah.
It's honestly, it's a key, but it's not an expensive one. So yeah,
dude, bro, when you sold that arcade one, I had people asking me about, hey, do you know where that Scotty Young cover where he is playing on the arcade and it's all the adventures? No, I haven't seen it. And then I got another customer, dude, I've been looking for this book. It's the one where Scotty Young is playing on the arcade with a bunch of Avengers. Man, I haven't seen it. And then I go watch the channel because you know what I mean. I always jump in and I was like, oh my god, Jay, really?
The whole set, brother.
I'm hitting these people up, but they're not answering me because I mean it was just you get 2 minutes on the clock, or was it 3 minutes? My bad. And I was like, by the time they responded, me, your round was over. I was like, oh guys, you guys missed it. What? I found that Avengers Scotty Young with all the arcade, but it actually sold too 5 minutes ago. Dude, yeah, man. It was amazing to see. That's the kind of stuff that I was like, oh, I know that cover. People have been asking for that cover. Yeah, no, dude, it's good to see how some of us as collectors, we know that we get some good stuff, guys. We get some real good stuff that other people are hunting down themselves, and it's awesome to see how
curators.
Awesome to see how we've grown as collectors.
And Miguel, that right there leads us into our final segment of the night.
Miss AM?
No.
So Zion, hit me up. Hit me up on
my bad.
IG. I'll send you a copy of this.
Yep.
Let's start your grail find.
Tomorrow night on the MadHouse on this channel right here, guys, is Holy Effing Friday. And Jelly and I talked about this, and we decided, you know what? Let's give the people that show up to the show just a little taste of some of the books that are going to be available tomorrow. Because we're running into an hour and a half, 45 minutes right now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we were trying to keep this to 2 hours or less. And that, we're at that moment. Even though this was a fun show.
Yeah, it was.
And honest to God, Jelly, in the background, because I know you said you invited James.
Yep.
I invite him to come on next week.
Perfect.
To hear the other side.
But hey.
And I told him, I was like, dude, fuck yeah, let's do it. He's like, I know I can come on there and tell you guys my point of view on the exact same subjects, right? And we can have an intellectual conversation without any hurt feelings or anything like that. I was like, absolutely, let's do it.
Well,
that sounds amazing.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I was going to tell you guys. Thank you for an awesome way to do a platform where we're going to get on some touchy subjects.
Yeah.
It's a good way to let people know that we're real, we're collectors, and everybody's has differences of ways of viewpoints, but we're all one big family, and we can have a conversation and we can agree to disagree.
You know this is a live show, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And this is what I was going to say. Thank you, Jelly, when you reached out.
This is episode 2 of my
awesome because that's all I was trying to look for, a professional platform where we can have professional subjects.
Like 10 minutes.
Just talk real talk, not BS.
Yeah.
Real. Because there's a lot of kids getting involved also. A lot of people that never read comics. Bro, I'm not going to tell you, Jelly, how many times, Jelly, this is one thing that I'm going to tell you to end up to go to the next subject. Because I forgot to tell you guys this. There's been like at least 11 new customers that came in through that door because of those Disney Plus shows. I just watched.
God, yeah.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Not just the movies, just the Disney Plus.
Where's your Obi-Wan stuff? Dude, it's amazing to see these young kids come into the store and buy their first comic book, guys. It has been actually one of the funnest things for me.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So I spent a couple hours in my shop today, right? And I watched 3 different families come in.
Just take the spaces out of my name.
Yeah. With little kids and like, oh, we were watching Moon Knight, or oh, we were watching this, and dude, do you have any of this? Dude, chick came in, right, in her 20s, active duty Air Force, didn't know a lot about comics. She literally came into the shop and asked, do you have any Golden Age Batman comics? I'd like to buy some so I can read some of the original stories.
Ma'am, let me direct you to the trade paperbacks and hardcovers.
That's what I was. That's what I told. The shop owner was like, "Well,
all right, here.
Get those kind of comics occasionally. We have them. We have a small selection right here.
These 28 pages will be $350.
Yeah,
enjoy your story."
And I looked right out. I was like, "You need to either go online or buy trade papers because those comics are beyond belief expensive." And she's like, "Seriously?" I was like, "So we had a Batman 1 in the shop. It was a 1.0, right? And I think it went for 250.
Yeah.
$1,000, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, whoa, Jay, whoa.
Yeah. 250,000.
Yeah.
And she was like,
yeah.
He went like she literally went deer in headlights, brain pause, and it reset. She was like,
Trades. Oh man.
I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. I've seen it in person myself.
This guy was supposed to be sending me pictures of collection, but he didn't attach any pictures.
250. I know I'm up there. I was like, damn, 250 out the door. What comic shop was this?
yeah. I'll take 3.
Let me.
All right,
let me take a visit over there, Jay. What other goodies they got?
So Jay, I don't have any of my books next to me. So why don't you go ahead? Because I know you have a lot to show for tomorrow.
Well, I don't have a ton. I just got a little selection that I'm sure is going to be. Well, no, she actually looked through them a little bit, but like the price tags on a Golden Age Batman, even in low grade, is still 3 figures at the minimum. But so, anyways, like I said, we were going to show off some of the books we're going to offer tomorrow night on Holy Effing Friday.
So I don't know if I'm going to blow the top off of this one or not, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Do it.
So you have something that's happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
That should be very exciting, especially because you have told me the books that are going into this. And they are very good. And people that are flipping comic books should pay close attention because there is money to be made here. So you are going to be doing a mystery pull box of slabs.
Yes. And I won't tell the price right now.
Okay.
Right? But it's going to be very reasonably priced. And there are going to be some monsters in there. And there's going to be some I broke evens in there.
Okay.
And there's going to be one I did okay in there.
All right. But you want to give just a little taste, maybe a little nibble just on one. Just show something that would be in the pull box. For instance,
them slabs. Bring them out.
I mean, I'm kind of moving out of the way for a reason.
Oh snap! The back wall?
Maybe.
You're kidding.
Just saying, they might be in there.
Is that an FF48?
Ooh.
That's not a 48.
49? 49?
There might be. Let's just say there's going to be some amazing stuff in there. Besides that, I have some amazing Raw books. I think the Raw books are going to be the crazy stuff, right?
Yeah.
And this is going to be one of my best Raw books, and I'm going to show it first because I'm an asshole, and because I like to eat the icing before the cake. That's always been me as a kid. Lick the
See,
icing
I
off.
ate all the cake and then saved the icing for last.
So, Caliber presents
first
number
Crow.
1, first appearance of the Crow. Now, what you don't know about this one is it's signed by James O'Barr, creator of the Crow, on the back. And I'll show it then because I got to transfer this to a clear backer board. The back cover of this is an unbelievable image of the Crow. And he signed right below it. And unbelievably high grade copy.
Yeah.
Ooh, question, Jay. Question: if it's a back cover, do you still consider the first cover appearance?
I don't know about that, but he's in the story.
No, he's in the story.
But what if it's in the back of the cover, like as a whole,
The signing's on the back.
Yeah.
And the back is actually a super awesome back cover.
The back is like, honest to God, that's a comic that you would display reversed.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So that when it's in reverse, so it doesn't count as a cover appearance though. Like
No.
on CGC.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Just
I wouldn't, because I mean, there's no first back cover appearance.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right, because it would be called back cover then, right?
Yeah.
So next up, we got
first Hobgoblin.
First appearance of Hobgoblin, newsstand,
and
a Mark Jewelers. So it's got a tattoo insert and a Mark Jeweler insert.
And I believe a Marvel value stamp, if I remember right.
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah. Big book.
Again, just tastes. Just tastes.
First Beta Ray. In a
Beta Ray Bill. I'm putting money he's coming in the next Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, he better. We got James Foster Thor. How the hell do we get James Foster Thor before we get Beta Ray?
He better. Wait.
Right?
Yeah, we need some Stormbreaker. Oh, Thunderbolts.
Oh, that one's just going up, guys. That Thunderbolt. Check out the price on that Thunderbolt right now, guys.
It was down last time I checked. Is it going back up again?
It's going back up.
It's going back up a lot.
Cool.
And because of they're thinking the Thunderbolts are really coming together now with everything that's happening in these last movies.
Do they think Thunderbolts are going to be animated?
I'm thinking it's going to be that team that what's her name is developing. Walker.
Yeah.
And Black Widow's sister.
Yep.
I think all them are gonna. And then, okay, are you thinking Taskmaster's gonna be in there or not, Jay? Because I'm iffy on I'm calling Taskmaster out.
And the way the MCU's going, they're just wasting villains. I think Taskmaster's done.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
There's your first Squirrel Girl in a newsie.
Yeah.
Then we got more first appearances.
Nice. Little Danny Rand.
Yeah. First Iron Fist.
Iron Fist 14, please. Let me get the 14. Oh, okay, that's good. I wanted the 14 though, but I'll do the Cable. I love the Cable.
How about the Cable?
Full appearance of Cable.
Right.
What's up, the 97?
And like I said, I've got.
Give me a 98, please.
I've got quite a bit more than this.
All right. Little Jim Lee action.
I wanted to.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, fan them out. That limited series.
The whole set.
It looks crispy too.
They're high grade.
Yeah. Nice.
Now, of course, you got to have a Gamby.
Nice.
And that's all I'm previewing.
Okay.
So I have some major modern stuff
There's something for everybody there.
I have some
That's really
major
quite a bit
modern
of stuff.
I have like all sorts of good stuff. I really do. You guys,
I'm really surprised at you, J1. I'm really shocked.
what did I do, buddy?
I'm really surprised at you, fam. I didn't see 112 center in there. Oh, not one.
They're all on the back wall.
Oh, I missed that one.
Batman.
There you go. My bad. There's J1 Silver Bob.
There you go.
All right, I'm so sorry. 12 center, 12 center, 12 center, 12 center, 12 center, 12 center. 15 center, 12 center, 12 center. 20.
Damn, you just look like you just took
Oh, wait, how about a 10 center? 10 center? I mean, you're right. I didn't bring the 12 centers.
Oh man. Thank you guys for showing the
I feel like we're just going off the rails here now. I think we started off the rails and just kind of stayed out there a little bit.
We talked about this episode prior, and we knew it was going to go a little off the rails.
Yeah.
We knew that we might, honest to God, offend people.
Yeah.
It wasn't our intention.
No, not
and that's why there's that banner scrolling at the bottom. It's there for a reason. We don't want to offend. We don't want to upset.
We love everybody.
Exactly. I love everybody, all shapes, sizes, creeds, nationality, religions. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Absolutely.
Whoops. Slipped. So how do you want to finish this up, Jay? Do you want to do a little preview into the future or just call it a show? And I mean,
I say let's leave it with this.
We've got some good stuff to talk about next week.
Next week, we know we're going to have another amazing member of the comic book community.
Yep.
Killing it on Whatnot week in and week out, Mr. James Bullock.
Yeah.
And
so
I think it's going to be a good show.
You meet K1.
You're going to see some difference of opinions.
Yeah. RMI. If we can get Zion to ask questions about what would be good, what he would like to read, maybe what he would like to collect. Dude, between the four of us, we could fix him up good.
Oh, God, yeah.
So
we're 2 hours, 3 minutes.
We're 2 hours in.
We went a little over.
Yeah. So should we just shut her down, guys?
Let's call it a night.
Okay.
We need a. So by the end of next episode, guys, we are going to have a catchy sign off that we're going to say every night.
Yeah.
Every time. We'll figure something out.
This is all in development. And
whether it be like
we're just flying by the seat of our pants.
Yeah, right. Whether it be like, you know what, it's my point of view and go to hell if you don't like it, or whether it be, comics bring it all together.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I'm just hitting both sides of the coin. That's hot. Right?
So we'll figure out.
We'll figure something out, and we're gonna do something right.
Yeah.
But like tonight was just like, again, seat of the pants.
Whoa, Bundy. I like that. Whoa, Bundy. Yeah. What is it? Is it 4 touchdowns in one game, baby? 4.
Come on.
I love that fucking show, dude. Ed O'Neill.
Dude,
Ed O'Neill owns a part of my heart.
Polk High, baby.
4
I
touchdowns.
have a Polk High jersey.
All right, fellers.
Thank you, guys. Love everybody.
Thanks everybody in the chat for coming out. Thanks for listening to us fucking retards.
Love you guys. Love you, Jay. Love you, Jelly.
Oh, God. Love you guys, too. You know that.
All right. Good night, all. We'll see you
everybody.
next week.